and he'd just taken a hammer and chisel and just chiseled the absolute shit out of it like cottage cheese.
Finley, very fortunate to have a very special guest in the LAGO studio joining us today.
Yeah, we've been blessed to welcome someone who we've both grown up listening to, one of the preeminent voices in world surfing, and a bit of a full circle moment for us because someone that we've always listened to, his podcast, Ain't That Swell, and we've been fortunate enough to have him join us in the studio today. Vaughn, thanks for giving us the inspiration we needed to get going on this thing.
Oh, no worries, man. It's weird. Like, when we started, there was almost zero podcasts going around. Like, I'm talking zero. Like, this is way before COVID. Smithy was just always, like, on to new media really quick. And he had his own little, like, he had a blue screen sort of vlog, I guess you'd call it, called The Pipeline or something, where he just literally sort of tear into, like, events like you do on a potty, but like really well cut together.
Yeah.
So he was sort of vlogging and stuff, and then he got onto the podcast thing, and I went on as a guest, and then after we did it, he was like, "Man, you want to just like do this all the time?" And I was just going, "Sure." And we did it for a hobby for like years, man, years and years. Like I was still working at Surfing World, driving into the city. We'd do it in the city with a mate of mine who had sound recording, like proper legend. So that kind of helped us a bit because our audio quality was sick. But then, by the time it really sort of exploded during COVID is probably the main reason. There was like, that's when people were just bored and going, fuck, I'll just start a potty at home.
You guys were already set up.
Yeah, we were already roaring by then. We'd already done live shows and everything.
Yeah.
But the sick thing is, like with how like popular it's become and how easy it is to do in some ways, like it's easy to start.
Yeah.
It's really hard to keep doing.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to do well. Like but it's not really hard to do well in the sense that you get it really quickly, I reckon. Like you kind of find your voice like you guys have. But the other good thing about it is just the support, man. It's such a friendly space. Like when I worked on mags, the mags fucking hated each other. It was war, dude. And back in those days, it was war between the companies too. Like Billabong and Quicksilver hated each other's guts, dude. Like they'd have an annual game of footy at Torquay and bash the living shit out of each other. And like I'm talking about, like it was just so competitive. Everything was so competitive in the 90s and 2000s and stuff. But yeah, podcasting came along, and it was almost like you were stoked to talk about someone else's podcast.
Yeah.
And I like that. Like it probably will change eventually, but right now, like what you guys are doing stokes me out because even though there's a lot of surf content out there, sitting in your car and going on long drives, I can just go from one to the other, get a whole different point of view. You guys speak to a totally new generation, and you speak to them as peers as well as like commentators, which is cool because you've both been in the industry and being great surfers and stuff. Yep. It's just sick, dude. It's sick. Like I get fucking stoked on it because I learn from you guys. Like it's really cool. And I just like the support network that podcasting provides. So thank you.
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you back.
Thank you. No, we appreciate that. We've had a lot of support along the way thus far. We've had people helping us with lighting. We had Jaden here just before helping us out with our Big W lights. He's also helped us out with our cameras. We've had people DMing us saying, try this, try that, and they've lended us a hand. So, yeah, very thankful for our LAGO community.
When we started, we were just focusing on the podcast. And now podcasts have YouTube channels, and they're all just like, I guess, opportunities to have a revenue stream cranking into the future and stuff.
Yeah.
But me and Smithy are fucking, I don't know if we're just old or just a bit over just how many, like you guys know, we were just setting it up. The amount of tinkering you got to do before you just press record.
And that, people calling you, that's a
People
shocker.
calling, that's normal, mate. But like,
Ken and Chris,
like,
shout out.
fuck, man, like all of that stuff, it's like you can get as deep into it as you want to get.
Yeah.
Or you can just fucking do it as basic as you want. It kind of almost doesn't really make a difference about the quality of the show or anything because the quality of the show is all just really about chemistry and storytelling. And if you got those two things styled,
Yeah.
or dialed in, you're fucking sweet.
And I reckon we've got the master here.
We've got the
himself.
grand master.
You're like the
Ooh.
chest of stories, I'm sure.
Oh, there's a few in there. I could never find the ones that I want to tell. And in these scenarios, they just sort of evaporate from my brain, but maybe they evaporate on purpose because they're all so hectic.
Yeah, maybe a good thing sometimes. But we got podcaster, we got frontman of the Goons of Doom, WSL commentator, surf movie director, self-confessed full-time idiot, according to Zach.
I did see an interview, so don't hate us. You called yourself a full-time idiot or something like
Big
that?
time, mate. I feel like a fucking surf clown sometimes. But yeah, I mean, all of those things just come from being they all started with being a lunatic surf fan, man.
Yeah.
Like when I was 13 growing up in New Brighton, so I'm only from just up the road here, and went to Mullum High and all that, and I was just so fucking into it. Like it was crazy, like crazy into it. And there was just Newey goes onshore at about fucking 9:30 in the morning every day. Doesn't matter what the wind's doing. Even when it's offshore, I swear it's onshore out there sometimes. And so you just had nothing but mags and surf movies. And so I was just doing exactly what I've been doing my entire life. Like if I was bored, I'd just rearrange the photos on my wall, which ended up being no different to making a magazine. Like you're just picking shots, going, oh, that one looks sick there. And then if you didn't like the graphic design of your room or the layout, you'd be like, oh, no, I'll move that one there and do this. And then I'd have a Tom Carroll wall, like doing a fucking Kelly Slater issue on the mag. Like it's all fed into it. And that goes for like making movies. I just, if I liked a movie, I'd try and figure out why I liked it. Mm-hmm. If it was the soundtrack, I was going, fuck, I'm going to learn guitar. I'm going to learn like Pennywise on guitar because that was the music that was fucking setting me off and get me stoked. And it just all came from loving surfing, man. Like, and really like master of none, jack of all. Yeah. Like there's nothing I won't have a crack at. Yeah. But it just comes from loving surfing and it still comes from that.
Yeah. We actually just fact checked that with Jake Baker, someone I know you know very well, grew up with him from what we've heard. And a story he was telling us was that you used to go home on the bus and just be absolutely fizzing, whether it was onshore, offshore, you were just absolutely pumped to get out there.
Jake and I were like, you know when you like leave primary school and you got all your mates and then you get to high school and you make you click, like you kind of find your people a little more. And Jake was like my first ever surf mate. He lived over the back of me at South Golden with his mum and his dad lived in Lennox and he would take me on adventures down here and man, oh man, we frothed it out that hard. We were like up in the dark, light a fire on the beach, paddle out the second you could see a Skerricker whitewash. Like we were that frothing, which you would never do now.
Nah.
Like, I would never paddle out at New Brighton fucking into pitch black darkness ever. And I would definitely not let my kids do it.
No.
But yeah, you're dead right. Like we had this sort of technique of getting off our bikes. This is how horny we were to get to fucking Arvo surf. We'd fang down there and you just could somehow get off your bike and keep running and just watch your bike just smash into the dune fence and you just fang it up the path without even losing like one bit of speed. We were just nuts for it. But he was, he in particular actually, Jake was like really important to me because he was a better surfer than me and he just opened up the world for me a little bit. And like I'd only been sort of surfing in Newey and down where my dad lived around sort of Scott's Head. Mm-hmm. But then like getting to Lennox and actually like having to paddle out the point, surf with all those scary dudes back then, man. They were fucking that scary. And it was just a full scene because I think even Byron board riders might have been having a little rest then and like Willsey was surfing in Lee Bar and stuff.
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
Right.
Ed Fanning was in it.
Wow.
Yep. They lived at Norfolk for a little bit.
Yeah, and they're like that was the sort of my generation, me and Jake. Mm-hmm. So we were kind of surfing against those guys, which was sick.
Talk us through that first surfboard. I heard you had cuts all over you from a snapped surfboard. Cut the top off it, glassed it yourself. Still got fiberglass in you now.
So good, man. My old man. So I snapped my first custom, which by the way my stepdad ordered for me because I was going to get like a 5.9 just wafer thin sort of momentum was kicking off by then.
Yeah.
And I was like, get me this board. And he was like, nah, it's going to snap instantly. He ordered me like a 6.2. I was like, seriously fucking, like, I was a late bloomer. So I weighed about 30 kilos and I was just going 6.2 and snapped the nose off it. And then my old man got hold of it in the holiday and he's like, we can fix this. And he put these two sort of PVC rods through the nose, blast it with like 90 kilo fucking resin, like cloth and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a disaster, dude. I surfed it a couple of times. It was just coming in crying, just going, this sucks. But that actually led me to get my like first ever proper little sort of hand-me-down pro board.
Sick.
It was one of, remember a guy called Tasman Mountie? I think he was from up this way. Rode for Town and Country.
Don't.
Way before your time.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was a real good surfer and got one of his second-hand boards. And
Have the magic.
he started to light it up.
Here we
boys.
go.
That's when it clicked.
Yeah, that's when it clicked. Did my first reverse on it.
Wow.
Fucking just came in, just beaming out of my face. Just fucking that stuff.
Did you write the date down? I did that. When I did my first reverse, wrote the date down.
No, but I think I wrote it in a. I think when I wanted to get sponsored,
Yeah.
like, I wrote it down like tricks I can do, like in his little sketchbook, and I was like, can do a reverse. It was like snap, cutty, couldn't do air, so I didn't write that, but I wrote can do a reverse.
Jake saw it. Ask Jake.
Yeah, ask Jake. Actually, Jake had a good habit of turning his head whenever I made something.
Oh, we've talked about this actually. I missed it, but yeah.
I don't know. Like we just came from that era of like reverses were so sick if you were Grom and so shit all over if you were like in that generation above us. Because they were just, our generation was like, we sort of grew up on those Jack McCoy, like Margot, Mungo, Louis years, but they were like bridging that little gap where they were starting to throw tail slides and 3Os and stuff.
Yeah.
And when momentum hit, it just caused this kind of huge rift. Like everyone was like, no, man, power surfing's where it's at. Where it's like, no, I just want to slide the tail and do chop hops, bro.
And on the comp scene, you just wrapped up the Aussie treble,
Yeah.
or as we referred to it, the Aussie tremble at times, because it was looking like it was sort of shaking to a halt there at the end. But how was it this time around for you? Enjoyable? It looked like you had a hell time.
Oh, mate, it was sick. I'm always glass half full with sort of stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Bill's like didn't have the greatest waves, but you'll get behind an underdog victory every day of the week. Like I'm telling you, like one good thing about Aussie surf fans when you're getting around is when you're there, the keyboard warriors, I don't know if they turn up to the comp because everyone at the comp is dead set, was as emotional as Miguel. GP going through the entire storm in Margaret River, that was absolutely sick.
Yeah.
And then the crowds at Snapper was fucking crazy. Like it was just, it's always good. It's like if you want to like focus on how shit it is, there's plenty to focus on.
Yeah.
But if you want to just like literally go, hey, this shit's free.
Yeah.
While I'm not paying for it, I can just enjoy it. Like what else am I going to watch? You know, I'm going to watch
100%.
fucking 3 games of rugby league that I really want to watch and 7 games that I actually don't want to watch at all because I hate these teams.
It's $40 $40 a month, or what is it now? A KO subscription? It's pretty, they keep driving it up.
That's it, man. And like my favorite thing to do is like just watch it in real time, enjoy it, get the shits with the judges occasionally because that's just fun, and then read Steve Shearer's reviews and just go, "Fuck yeah, rip that beat in, doggy," because he's so good at it.
100%. And that snapper event that you touched on, is that the best one in your recent memory?
Oh yeah, that was just out of control, man. That was as big a sporting event as I've been to.
Yeah.
And you know, you guys would have been to like, I don't know, Ashes cricket test maybe, or just State of Origins or whatever it is, whatever the sport is.
Yeah.
But that atmosphere was just huge. And like Steph and Ethan getting it done is so skits. Like basically 2 Queenslanders winning at home.
Yeah.
Like, man, does it get better than that?
No. And we had Connor in the final too, which was like, we had the Lennox crew up there.
Literally just fucking putting the nuclear piece to work. Just blowing the absolute back out of it. Yeah, it was so exciting. 4 days straight too. Always helps.
Yes.
You're not sort of waiting.
Oh,
around.
how good.
Yeah.
Like even now, you got Brazil. We're talking about potentially doing a wrap up of Brazil. They've got 3 heats left to run until the event starts. Like, do we do it or do we wait? Like, what do we do here? But it's tough, isn't it? But that just made it very, very easy for the commissioner, whoever that is at the moment.
Yeah.
Is it Renato's
I think
Renato's gig.
doing most of that.
So yeah, that took all the guesswork out of it for him. But yeah, I mean, for us, we were up on the beach. It was pretty electric. Like doesn't really get much better than that, eh?
Nah, it was. I don't recall an event like that, but I am interested to know. Like you've obviously been in the industry through its golden era, the 90s and the 2000s. Was there anything similar to that back then, like crowd wise, feeling wise?
Oh man, it's funny, eh? Like comparing the past to now feels like a bit of it's always a rose-colored glasses thing, I think.
Yeah.
Because if you're just living your life and you're going to be in a different spot in 10 years to where you're at now. I don't know where you guys are at in your surf journey, but I would imagine that you're pretty peak froth.
Yeah.
Like you've started your own podcast, you're fucking dedicating a lot of time to it. That shows to me that that's what you want to be doing.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like, I don't know. It's like sort of thinking, if you just put it down into the framework of your experience of just this area. Even like, was Gromfest better than the Skull Candy? Like,
Yeah.
It's just different.
Yeah.
It's not better or worse.
It's just a new version.
It's just a new version, and like you're gonna have fucking the best experience ever at like at least one Skull Candy when you were growing up, and you just go, "Wow, is this the sickest comp on earth?" And oh man, remember that one? There was never be as good as that when it was 50 miles out the back, and only 3 grommets made it, but one of the grommets got the best wave ever, and I don't know. And then you see like years later, Miller Coco turn up and do like a 10 and a 9.8 in the final, and you go, "Fuck, maybe that's the best thing I've ever seen there."
Yeah.
And I just think that it just keeps evolving. But one thing I think hasn't changed is just that the people who work on those things and who are busting their humps to just make the comp happen and give people an opportunity to see the best surfing in the world. They actually haven't changed that much. They're even like Renato's been there for probably since those times you're talking about.
Yeah.
And mate, when you're walking around that comp site, everyone from the scaffold builder to the freaking head judge is pretty much frothing because they're all just pinching themselves going, "Fuck, how good is this?"
Yeah.
And when you get something like the Goldie, everyone's buzzing, dude. It's like, you get to, it's like, I would say for them, it's like winning the grand final. Like everyone's on the same team. Like they all feel like they won.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is cool. And then, you know, they get to New Zealand, it's dead flat for like 5 days. And they're going, "Yeah, what are we doing? Fuck." But, you know, I don't know what the future's going to be like for pro surfing because it seems like it's got to have some changes going on soon, like pretty major ones, I would say, like in terms of how we view it.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be free forever.
Nah. And we got some questions on that later. There's a few curious listeners. But we're going to jump back quickly to the young Vaughn Blakey. Growing up, as you touched on, SGB, South Golden Beach, young fella. You grew up with your brother Ronnie.
Yeah.
What was your relationship like with him growing up? Because you seem thick as thieves right now. Was it the same?
Yeah, we were just like mum brought us up here. Dad was living down sort of Nambucca, Scott's Head, that little zone.
Yeah.
And Ronnie was just always like he's just a pretty. He was always an absolute hilarious, like mad little unit. I think he's so good at his job at being like a lead caller and giving things gravity when they need it and sort of telling those stories with. He respects it so much that you just don't even understand how much of a wild, funny bastard he is.
Yeah,
because a lot of his humor he puts in there on purpose and just can knife you.
Yeah,
like, and even in the commentary, it's all there.
Yeah,
but he keeps that pretty subtle. When he's on a hot one, it's just fucking dead set. Bring the tissues because you're crying your eyes out. Everyone who knows him on tour loves him for that.
Yeah.
So he's always been like that.
Yeah.
And when we were Groms though, like I was surfing before him, and then the one morning when Mum finally was like, "Okay, you can get up in the dark, go down the beach with the boys, light a fire and all that." Like he slept at the foot of my bed in his wetsuit.
Wow.
Like that fizzing. And I was a bit of a cunt to him. I just like peeled the window open in the morning, saw it was a bit onshorey, and I was just like, "Oh no, I'm not surfing today."
No.
But like my mate tapped on the window. I was probably Jake and just went, "Nah, let's go," and he went out. And so he was just as frothing as, you know, we sort of just had the same experience growing up together, got our first boards at the same time. And but yeah, we had our moments too. Like I think I've told the story on the potty before, but he got a brand new hot stuff custom. And I got home from school before him, and it was just sitting there on our board racks, and I was like, "Oh, might have to have a go on that."
Oh no!
Paddled it out, and next minute I'm just out surfing these sick little shoreys, and I just see him on the beach, just going, "Fucking come on, man!" Like, just losing his mind at me. And I was like, "Yeah, one more," doing all that. Anyway, swap boards. He was filthy at me, and then he that night we were sort of like, everything's all good and we're watching TV or something. He's like, "Hey, can I tell you a secret?" And I was like, yeah. He goes, you got to promise not to tell Mum, mate. Like, don't tell her. And I was like, promise, yeah. Takes me to the board rack, and my board's in the rack because I didn't go back out afterwards. And he just taken a hammer and chisel and just chiseled the absolute shit out of it, like cottage cheese. And I was just like, Mom! I was rattled.
Did it get physical after that? Was
The only time we ever got physical, really, like, I mean, we'd have a few little dust ups and stuff, but when I was working at Waves, it was my last day at Waves, and Ronnie was the editor of tracks online. So he was the first ever digital editor in Australia, I think, of any sports site.
Wow.
And but he was part of the tracks team, and we were just down the office from each other, like the two of the biggest mags in the country.
Yeah.
And it was my last day, and like I was waiting to go sort of to the pub for farewell drinks and stuff. And freaking, I'm waiting for this Jack Johnson story of all things. And I'm going, where's this fucking story? I want to lay this up and go. And I walk down the hall, and it's sort of, back in those days, you'd lay out the story and stick it on the wall.
Yeah.
And I walk in, I see it, and I'm like, to the tracks guys, Sean O of Doherty and all that, I'm like, what are you doing? This is my story. Like, I'm going to the pub to say farewell. It's my last day at work. And Sean's like, sorry, mate, we're on deadline. And just iced me. And I was just like teed off. I was going, you think you're that much better than Waves, you tracks fucks. And just big blow up. And they were just like laughing at me, and I just stormed out. And then Ronnie comes into my office and goes, oh, so you've never stolen a photo out of the tracks files or anything, eh? So just say it. Just say you haven't done it. And I was going, mate, get out of here. He's going, just admit it. Just admit you've never taken a story out of tracks or a photo out of their files or any of that shit. And I just went, mate, grabbed him, ran him out of the office, and just his head just went straight through the gyprock in the office hall. And next minute we're just bashing each other. And
wow.
Hour later we're just drinking in the pub, and it was all good.
That's it.
But yeah, tracks wise, even down the hall from each other, we're same company, but fully like button heads for the entire time. It was sick. Actually, I want to just on that though. Like, you were working at Board Riders. Spill the tea, bro. Is it like Anchorman out in the food court every afternoon? Just like all the different companies coming together and just wielding chains and chainsaws and brass knuckles ready to just dust up.
No, it's pretty amicable.
Yep, that's right.
Everyone kind of gets on well.
It's because everyone's doing it for the same reason, eh?
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, there's no like, we used to have a whiteboard we didn't want Quicksilver to see.
Oh yeah, well that's different.
That was like
getting pissed at the Rip Curl Media Night and punching on with people from the other company.
That's definitely there's no sense of that.
Was there
that's changed
in your day? There was a bit of that,
mate, all the time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, if it wasn't companies, it was the media. The media would just bash each other.
No way.
Yeah. And then if the media couldn't find anyone to bash, we just bash each other.
Like, it's like that.
It was just a bit more Wild West, maybe, because those parties were so unhinged.
Yeah.
Now everyone's got to be like, well, for one thing, there's so many people getting social footage.
Yeah.
You know, clips for tomorrow that want to show the parties like looking good, and
the NRL haven't figured that out.
You can't have
yet.
someone like running through the party with flaming toilet paper hanging out of their ass cheeks. And
no.
Their doodle hanging out.
No. I do want to jump into that though. By the sounds of it, your career advisor in year 10 said, shoot for the stars, go to tracks, do your, work experience.
Yeah.
What was it like walking into tracks at that time of your life? What you would have been, 17, 18?
It's 15. And it was a bit of a double whammy because Trax's head office was in Darlinghurst, which is like pretty much King's Cross, like, and that was in, I don't know if you guys have ever seen that Underbelly series where it's like, it's proper Sydney at its probably most corrupt and loosest. It was just a wild, wild time. You talk to any of the old Tracks editors, Waves editors, anyone who was part of those companies, like you just got all these surfers plonked into the middle of like some insane cross sections of culture because that's also when Mardi Gras was absolutely firing and the gay rights was really starting to pop off along Oxford Street.
Yeah.
The Tracks office and the Waves office is where the floats were made out the back. So it was crazy. And on my first day of work, when I first got the job, this is my work experience, but when I got hired about a year later, I got out of King's Cross Station the morning after Mardi Gras. This big transgender Samoan just spews all over the platform as the doors open. I'm like, whoa. And then I go up the stairs, grommet from fucking New Brighton.
Yeah.
And I go up the stairs and all the streets are just mayhem with just like basically nude blokes running around. And then I head down towards the tracks office. There's a river of bubble bath that someone had like poured into a fountain. And then I look down a side alley and there's just like nude guys in this blow up pool going berserk. I was just going, where am I going, dude? This is so mad.
Wow.
And I got in the lift, and at that time, the same publishing company that made Tracks made Playboy. Ooh. So I get in the lift, 15 years old, with like a bunch of women who are going for a casting at the Playboy office. And I'm just like, dude, not in Kansas anymore, mate. Like, this is so crazy. And it was mad, man. It taught me a lot because, like, I was a pretty, I don't know, North Coast isn't, I guess maybe outside of like Nimbin and a few other little places, like it's not the most open-minded place. Like it was pretty rural back then and people were pretty set in their ways. And yeah, it was just awesome to just sort of like be assaulted with just so many different walks of life.
Yeah.
But it was also fucked because you couldn't surf. Like I'd have to get up early, pretty much dark in winter, and I would get home at dark too. And that started to sort of rattle me a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you just barely surfed when the officers were in the city.
Yeah. And when you're that age walking in, obviously, did you have any mentors there through that kind of time? Like who kind of shaped you? Would you say that's safe to say that your catalyst of what led you to where you are now? Like just that first job, getting in the industry, what did you learn there? Who is kind of in your corner as well?
Mate, so many good mentors, but the main one was Neil Ridgway, who basically went on to become the head of international marketing at Rip Curl. Like he was a really important figure in Mick's whole career, as well as like anyone who was on Team Steph, all that crew. But he was just the best boss you ever had because he had so much faith in you. Like you were with him, you were part of the team. Like, let's go, Grom. We were really good mates. He was a good leader because he was like, I don't care what you do with your life, just make sure you're sitting at your desk, typing something that I want to read every day at 9 o'clock. Like hours were legit. His background was he'd come from, I think one of his early jobs was like dynamiting the runs in like Perisher Valley or Thredbo or like in the Australian snowfields.
Yeah, right.
So you couldn't fuck around. And his boss was a gnarly dude called Crazy.
Right.
And like you just didn't mess with him. So he was like, we're dealing with dynamite. If you fuck up in this job, someone's going to die. And that's how Neil treated it at Tracks. Like he treated it like this is life and death. We are going to like succeed. We're going to push through like an army. But he was also just an epic supporter of youth and believed in it and stuff. And yeah, like he just gave you like so much faith. I reckon mentors are crucial, man. Like you guys have a lot of them in Lennox. Like Lennox is an unreal town for just multi-generational support. Like when I moved here, even late, the community was just so humming, Bodie boys and all these great things. The ball and all as well was huge, man. Like sure those guys have given you advice, Woody and stuff, but I just think it's crucial, particularly for young guys to have like really strong sort of male role models who can sort of steer them around and pick them up. Yeah. Which is another reason why, like, in my life, I've always supported new generations coming through because that's how I started, man. I was a grommet from New Brighton. I had no right to be working on the biggest surf name in the country. But because they recognised something in the froth, they were like, this Grom, he's going to be good. Yeah. And I was like, fuck yeah. And that goes for, like, every kid I meet. Yeah. I think I accepted, like, when I was doing mags, like probably 200 work experience kids over the years.
Yeah, true.
I was like, get in here, man. Have a go. And I do see them around sometimes and they're like, mate, that was game changing. So that's a nice feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. That's epic. So yeah, you spent time at Waves and Surfing World afterwards. Out of the three, what is there one that sits closest to your heart?
The three mags?
Yeah, the three that you worked at.
Just different experiences, man. Like I was just a gromlin in the ropes at Tracks. It was the sickest time ever because the person, like every time a surfer walked in, to the office, I was just going, fucking, are you kidding me? Fucking Gerlach's in here. I'm losing my mind. And then by the time you become an editor, those heroes you looked up to are kind of on the other side of their journey. And then you're kind of alongside your peers, like, you know, exactly what is happening with LAGO. Like all your guys who you grew up surfing against and that, they're the guys who are tapping in. They're the guys you're speaking to mostly, as well as everyone else. But they're the guys who are going, fuck yeah, this is our voice. This is something I love and can relate to.
Yeah.
So when we started doing waves, that's when I started to feel like I could do more who I was and what I thought my generation would represent.
Yeah.
And that's when we did things like Seven Slaves and Doped Youth, and Sam McIntosh got hired when I was there, and he was just the ultimate wingman because we were both just fucking lunatics together. Ronnie was there. There was just the most epic team, and it's so hard to explain, but like we were given the keys to the kingdom, man. Like they were just going, you guys are young. We want to make a young person's mag. Just go and do it however you want. And me and Wheels were just going like, we had bosses who would try and toe the line or whatever, but we were like literally having the best time ever, dude. Yeah, because we were just going, fuck, how good's this? Let's go here, let's go there, let's do this, let's do that, and we're just hanging out with all the best surfers in the world doing it. But then the surfing world years, by then I was kind of like, okay, I want to sort of make good magazines now. I want to like get the craft right, respect every generation, not just my generation, because I knew that there was fucking people who just did not pick up waves while I was editing it, like, except for Gordo. On you, Gordo, yeah, brother. 100%. But I was like, I was just like making a mag unapologetically for me, my age group.
Yeah.
And then when I made surfing, I was like, okay, I want to make a mag for everyone now.
Yeah.
Like men, women, kids, groms, legends, whoever. So that was sick. Yeah. So all different, but I could probably tell you a mag from each. Like I could tell you an issue from each one that I love the most. Like. The Scary Good issue that we did, that was like right towards the end of my thing. And we made like a movie where it was just, we just got every surfer we knew who knew how to fucking even half murder an instrument and just went on a surf trip and had a full recording studio set up and made a movie and a surf mag all in one thing. Yeah, you can watch it on Vimeo or something, I think. Okay. It's radical. Yeah. That was sick. But then also just like the cover to cover issues, like, you know, Mick getting done by the shark, and I think Mick's farewell issue was a sick one. Surf World had more than the other ones. Yeah. But then obviously, you know, Seven Slaves was like the sickest idea ever. That was McIntosh's idea. I just took his spot on the boat, which he's probably never forgiven me for. And tracks before that, fuck. Yeah, it was just it was basically the internet, so there wasn't really one thing. It had everything in it all the time. Yeah, it's a sick era.
And in your time at those different places, you'd have had some of the best, or the best of the best, come into the building. Any starstruck moments?
So many. Yeah. So many, man. Like, fuck.
Any awkward ones that you're like?
So many. All of them.
Yeah, that's right. Like how we get around. We just, like, now that we're doing this, we're meeting a lot of cool crew. Yeah. And you just say something and you just go, fuck, did I really just say that out loud to him?
Mate. There's so many awkward ones. Like, you just finding your way, though. Yeah. Like, there's no right or wrong way to do it, eh? Like, the cool story actually is Ronnie's name is actually Aaron. That's his name. Right. Like AARON. And Gerlach came in one day, and I used to, before Ronnie was working on the mags, I'd get to Andy Pro, who came in to sign mags for him. Yeah. And he just heard me say Aaron wrong. And he wrote, to Ronnie, the best, Brad Gerlach or whatever. And I sent it to him, and that's just how the name stuck after that. Yeah. No way. He was never, ever called Ronnie until Gerlach. So, you know, he got his nickname off like one of the all-time grades.
So you both run under different names then?
Yeah,
Because you're Adam, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Wow. Yeah.
When did you make the shift from Adam to Vaughn?
I think it just slowly happened over time when Ronnie started working at the mags, because we just hadn't seen each other for a couple of years by then, and then he just started calling me that. He might even have a story that goes along with it, but he knew I hated it. He knew I hated it. And
so you don't like Vaughan?
I used to not like it. Now it's like
it's just
that's second nature.
Yeah. Yeah, and it just, I don't know. It just ran its course. Yeah. I don't know how.
Is it
hard? You
don't get to choose them.
You don't get to choose them, man. Nah. And it's weird when they can start. Like, Fanning's got a mate named Fuckface.
You came off good then.
And I was like, how did he come up with that? And he's like apparently like a dolphin trainer who works at SeaWorld or something. And like, he's a lovely guy. And someone was telling me they went to, like, they met a bunch of SeaWorld crew one day and they go, oh, are you friends with Fuckface? And they were going, who? What are you talking about? And he's got a normal name and a normal life outside of just this friendship circle.
Yeah.
It made me laugh. I was like, that's so good.
Wow.
It must be a bit hard when you fly back into Australia and there's the customs card and you just write 3 different names. They go, who the fuck are you today?
Yeah. People think we've got 3 different brothers, though, or 4 different brothers, though.
Yeah.
Which we do. We actually do have other brothers.
Right.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't. It's just one of those things. You don't get to choose them.
Yeah,
What was your nickname at school?
FJ, just my initials.
FJ.
This is just pretty
That's
standard.
pretty iconic, though, dude. That's
Yeah, FJ
Thanks.
Cruiser. Is that the car model?
That's the ugliest car on the road.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Love that.
Better than me. I was
You got-
Spangles.
Spangles.
I was a
Spangles.
sniper's nightmare until I was a late bloomer myself
Yeah.
in your camp by the sounds of it. So yeah, I was just this string bean.
You had a couple though. You were Milky as well at one
Milky,
stage.
Johnny Hewitt poured milk all over me at Straty Assault one year.
What did Woody call you? At the Skull Canyon, he gives out stupid nicknames. I think Ethan was Golden Panther.
Ethan was Golden
You were
Panther,
Night Owl,
and I
weren't ya?
was Night Owl.
The Night Owl.
Oh,
So he's had a
that's
couple
good.
over the years.
I've had a couple.
I don't mind the nicknames, but yeah, the Nuclear Peach is my favourite. There's no other way to describe what he does.
I've seen him
O'Leary.
squat and it's nuclear.
It is, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
Hey, back to publishing something in magazines. Did you ever publish something and someone just went, nah, that's fucked, and you had all the best intentions, but it just blew up in your face?
Totally. Yeah, I had fuck, I didn't even write this. I was away. Macintosh wrote an intro to the mag, got this one detail wrong about this surfer. So minute, so minimal. And this surfer just lost it and like fully went berserk at both of us and was saying stuff to me like, get off the piss, you fucking, like, and I was just like, whoa. And I was tripping because I was just going, fuck, this is just outrageous. But it's not that different now. Like it's like when you guys would have experienced this. Like you're just putting up a post, sort of having a comment on something that everyone can see in plain daylight. You got no outside intel other than what you watch on the broadcast or whatever. And all of a sudden it gets grabbed and bent by the perception of, most of the time it's like, you know, the different cultures of different nations.
Yeah.
But once that war starts, man, it's on. It's so on. Like, and you can't back out of it, and all of a sudden you're having to defend something that you shouldn't really have to be defending.
No.
My best course of action these days is not defend it.
Just leave it.
Well, you either leave it, but in the case of like, so I kind of had a little run in with Yago, like after the Chippo and
Yep.
management thing.
Mhm.
And he's always great.
Yep.
Like he's always cool headed, but he was genuinely bummed that like it had kind of settled itself and then a Swellian post came out, sort of just bringing it back up.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like, well, I'm not going to defend what was being said because I agreed with what was being said because it was just front facing. Like there was no conversation. There was no extra heat being added on. It was just a response from, you know, an Australian, Smithy in this case, just going, fucking, who is this guy in Australia telling Chippo at home, don't come to Brazil, watch out when you come to Brazil? It's like, it's lunacy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it is. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But, you know, for Yago and his team, it's like, oh, man, we just sorted that all out and now it's all just happening again. And I just think that that's just unavoidable, eh?
Yeah.
Like, that's the world we live in.
And that's
And you don't get the whole combo either.
No.
Like, you know, you're getting one little snippet of it and that will fuck you.
Well, we had one with.
we've had a plethora.
We've had a lot. We've had a few.
Yeah.
We've had a few, but so you remember, was it the Newey Last Challenger series? And we're getting specific here, but Finn McGill had a heat and he did this big turn. And the judges went nuts on it. And we put a post up because we do it, like, we don't really take preference to any nation or, you know, it's just what we see, we say.
Yeah.
And we put a post up saying, like, we didn't think we thought it was too big of a score for the turn he did or whatever. Anyway, as it tends to do, which you know, it makes it back to them. You don't tag him. Nothing ever gets tagged, but it does make it to him. Someone sends it to him. And we had Finn in our DMs, which was, again, for us, like, when we have like a pro surf mesh, it's pretty sick. But then when it's the other way around, it's like, just drop everything. Like, this is the meltdown. And we had Finn in the DMs just going, oh, like thanks heaps for like bringing that up again. I just got all like, because I think he beat a Brazilian in that turn or whatever. And it was, I think it might have been Mateus. And it was like, I've just had all the Brazilians in my DMs, like just smashing me. And now you guys are like bringing it up again. It was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't know that had happened. Like how could I have for starters? And I was just like, man, like shocker. Sorry about that. And then I think he came back to us a day later. So I was like, sorry lads, like I just had a shit day basically. And it can be that at times as well. But it doesn't matter how good your intentions are or how neutral your opinion is, it can just spiral.
And man, it's part of the game now. Like, you know, GOAT seems to be onto every single comment ever made about it. And it's like, far out, that's a lot of energy that you're putting into like trying to just work people over in terms of like, but then mine's the funny thing about comments most of the time is they're just one moment that was probably like, you know, algorithmed into their feed because they knew that they were going to be negative anyway. Like that's how like alert the AI is. And so it's triggering people. They make a little comment, they forget about it. It means nothing to them. They're not walking around in the car parks going, I still can't believe that interference. They're not like that. They're like literally going, oh, fuck that guy. I hate that shit. Don't come to Brazil. And like, it's just like not real, man.
Nah.
It's not real. But I think for like, you know, when you're an athlete and you're just so hyper tuned anyway, like negative energy just is fucking toxic, dude. You can't let it near you. And so I think they react like pretty much. It's not a surprise to me they react the way they do because you're just trying everything in your power to make sure for like 40 minutes a day for like maybe 4 days you're on. And anything else that invades that space is just such a distraction you don't need, eh?
100%.
Weird, man.
What about on the live stream? Have you ever said something and you just went, oh, God, that's a hot mic?
Fuck, I'm so glad I wasn't around for that make or break series because apparently the mics were everywhere and they were always hot. But nah, I'm like, I don't get too caught up in backroom shit.
No.
I like everyone on tour. I like every surfer. Like you can kind of like pick the most. Like there's a couple of crew on there for sure who are like hard to just crack. You know what I mean? Like you walk past me, like, hey bro, what's up? They're like, they're not flat tiring you, but they're definitely not giving you much. But you just get them eventually.
Just work them over.
It's just time.
What about in more sense, like you farted or something? Like you just went, oh my God,
when you
I can't
actually
believe
say something,
just something where you just go, wow, that sounded good in my head, but now that I've said it, everyone at home scratching their head. Because I've had a few of those where you just go, where the fuck did that come from?
Mate, none of them come to mind, but I know for sure that, you know, lots and lots of just sus innuendo spills without any intention whatsoever, and you're just there going, like white knuckling until you kind of get it far enough away from it. It's like, you know, when you drive past I don't know, if I can cop on the side of the road, maybe you're like putting a song on Spotify. You're like, oh, God. Just looking for the lights in the background. And when they don't come, you're like, let's move on.
Okay, let's go.
Nah,
Not that I touch my phone when I'm driving, by the way.
No, God, no. In your more senior editing roles at these magazines, obviously we touched on the starstruck moments before, which you had many. Any where it was crew blowing up at you because, I don't know, you didn't give them a cover or something? Like, was that something that was common?
Kind of like, not really. Like back when I was running mags, they were just vehicles for like the mags I was running. Like I was running Grom mags, so no one was buying it for journalism. Like no one was buying it to find out stuff. Like they were buying it to get stoked. And so all we really did was like sort of just sort of like back the athletes that we liked. That's the Waves days anyway. Surfing world, it started to change a bit because we were like wanted to have good stories and have like be supporting the athletes and stuff as well. But not so much, man. Everyone was just so grateful to sort of get a shot in the mag, and it would just be sort of like the odd rando pro who might bail you up on the piss sometimes. Just be like, fuck, man, what are you fucking running a shot at me? That would never work because you'd just be like, dream on, bro.
You've just blacklisted yourself from ever
pretty
being
much.
featured.
If they actually came at you with seriousness, you would just almost blacklist them heavily. But
that's a strike.
Not many crew did that.
Yeah.
Did you feel the shift from the media landscape going from print to digital, or was it just kind of like one day you woke up and went, oh fuck, it's been happening this whole time, or was it pretty quick?
No, it kind of happened. I would say over a 10-year, pretty much my 10-year tenure at Surfing World. Like when I took over Surfing World, it had just been cruising for a lot of years, and then it got a big injection of money. They hired me. They had Matty Graham, who was the old art director of Tracks. He's a genius. They took on some ad staff from the old days, and we just had this massive spike. It was actually around 2008, 2009. So when Mick and Joel had their big year, that was our most potent time. And then it just felt like a slow decline after that. Like I remember going to Quickie Pro. We had a Surfing World party. It was huge. Every pro surfer was there, and then slowly Stab, which had just been this antagonist mag, just went full into their digital realm. And even with all the sort of backroom business shit that went down with Surf Stitch and stuff, they just didn't veer off the journey of like becoming the best. And I would say Sam McIntosh is probably the most under-celebrated, most influential person of the past 15 years.
Yeah.
Easily in surfing. Like who else has like single-handedly killed like the biggest surf mags in America? Like Surfer and Surfing were fucking titans. They were so powerful.
Yeah.
Tracks was the same in Australia. And Surfing World had a little moment there too. And Surfing Life probably had a moment too. But man, they all got rinsed by not adapting quick enough. And Wheels was just on it. And he is a dead set. You want to talk about frothers, man. That guy is apex frother. Number one.
Right.
You will never be more frothing than him, even you two. I'm telling you.
What about Gordo?
Gordo might be, but I just don't know how Gordo is recording every single news story that goes on Stab. Like, has he got like a just thumb drives just in constant rotation just to save everything? Because like everything before that, he had locked away.
Yeah.
Probably about even, but you know what Sam's like. You know, Stab in the dark. That's his idea.
Yep.
Like East is his idea. Like Surf 100 is like it's just constantly happening. Like how can we get more frothing on stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's sick, dude. He's a genius, and I back him more than just about.
What do you
anyone.
attribute like his relative? I wouldn't say like unknown. You know, he's not like as a figure. He doesn't really have a social media presence. I don't think like yourself. You have quite a big following. A lot of other journalists and people in the space do as well. He sort of doesn't have that, and he kind of almost just like this little ninja that sits behind everything and in the background just turning the keys.
It's a weird one, man. Like I just don't think he's. I mean, he's definitely driven, and he would have his own. He's a great guy as well. Like he's like, I don't know. I sometimes I wonder how people view him if they don't know him, because he's he's a bit of a mysterious figure behind the scenes more than he's front facing, but he's the best bloke ever. Absolutely rips.
Yeah.
And I just feel like he's just way more interested in like what he can do.
Yeah. Making good content.
Just driven by like new ideas, and I think he's really like into sort of like just being in the game rather than talking about the game.
Sure.
Yeah. So I think he's I think that's what kind of like a major part of his success for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
But man, like look at the shit he's done.
Oh.
And he does it. Like even just going behind that paywall to me is just the boldest call. And he pulled it off. Like 100%. It's crazy because that just gave him total freedom. Yeah. If you can break away from the, it's not so much as important anymore because the industry isn't as sort of, doesn't have as much sort of like money behind it, but it's still important. Like advertising is what allows me to do what I'm doing.
Yes.
It allows the tour to do what they're doing.
Yeah.
But to break off that and just say, have faith in my product. That's pretty psycho.
Yeah.
Big balls.
Big balls, dude. And it charges too, just quietly. Fully charges.
Yeah, right.
Like ours, huge
No
Porto. Fucking everything, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, while we're on that topic as well of like progressing from saying that's always been a free product to then going, hey, like you got to pay me $20 a month or $10 a week, whatever. WSL is like, this is a big thing moving forward for them now. They've got these ads. It's a pretty common complaint I see in the comment section. Your ads are off the Richter. Like there's too many. But then at the same time, those are the same people that are probably going, when we do progress to a pay-per-view model, if we do, now you're making me pay for this.
Yeah.
So do you see that as a way forward for the WSL? Or do you think it's in the pipeline?
I'm just not much of a business head, Finley.
Yeah.
I'm not. Like I have never really paid much attention at my own detriment too.
Sure.
But like I just have never taken that much interest in it. Like, what is the future for the WSL? I don't know. Like, when it comes to the ads thing, I fucking used to piss myself laughing about Kale getting on his rant from the lip potty. Just going, fucking show us the first 4 minutes of a heat. It's crucial. I want to see the positioning. I want to see all that.
Yeah.
It's totally true, I think. But also, when is a good time to run ads?
Yeah.
You have to have them.
Yeah.
You can't not have them. Like, this
100%.
sport won't exist without them.
Yeah.
They're like, if you're running them between heats, guess what? Everyone's going to the toilet.
No one's watching.
So like you've just got to have them there. So yeah, it's just like, it's almost like they're just at a point, like I said, like where it's funny. Like there's always some sort of mega. Just what do you call that? A philanthropist, I guess, or some sort of some sort of person driving the money.
Yes.
And it's sort of almost time now to just go like, all right, well, this is a sick product. Like if you're looking at the Goldie, you're going, surely we can sell that.
100%.
And like you just go, I don't know what the answer is, to be honest with you, mate. But like it's like when you get that freedom, then you can do whatever you want.
Yes.
Then you can have comps in Indo. Like if you've got people coming to you, you never have to go to a fat ride ever again. Like you can just go, okay, every comp on this tour from now on is legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it probably brings into account like you don't have these set waiting periods, if there's waves, we got the funding now, you're paying, we'll go. It's cooking, and we've talked at length about this. And I think I personally, like now touched on before, like the KO subscriptions heaps, like what's like 10, $20 a month for WSL, you get 10 events. It's like, I'd way rather sit there and watch these guys surfing, pumping macaronis than what we're watching now in Sakurema. As much as you need it for the sport, like
Mate,
the product becomes way better.
How many subscriptions are you sitting on that you don't know you're sitting on?
So many. Yeah.
Like there's that much coin getting stripped out of your bank account. I bet you if you just cancelled all those and just went, I'll support the was.
Yeah.
The other thing is, if you're supporting it, you got way more say in it. They're going to take you way more seriously. I don't know.
Outside of the broadcast, though, what do you think they're missing?
The Wazzle?
Yeah.
I think there's just a few too many dud waves.
Yeah.
That's mostly it. There's a few little tweaks you could do with the format. That round one is just so stinky, Biggest peg.
We call it the washing machine round.
Yeah, it's a rank. Well, we'll keep washing, man, because it's going to keep stinking. Like, it's not getting any cleaner.
No, it's fucked.
And it's heartbreaking to see OB just getting fucking done up in there, because it's like, my issue with it is it doesn't reward good surfing. It punishes kids who have had the dream and spent all their money to get there, or even just wild cards who are coming through. It's like, mate, put them in the event. Get your top seeds and give them a free roll into round two, just like the women's. The women's tour makes perfect sense to me.
100%.
It's like a trials.
I was going to say, I bet you Oscar feels like he's just surfing the trials events this year, He probably doesn't feel like he's had a tour heat yet.
It's just a Chang, dude.
Yeah.
It's just literally you're in a mini Chang before you hit the CT.
Filled with wild cards.
Yeah.
It's gnarly.
And that's, I don't know. Like, you're robbing yourself of a wild card beating a top seed if they all get knocked out.
Exactly.
Like the most exciting thing about wild cards is like it brings all that local energy and nationalistic energy to someone beating Medina or Griffin or whatever.
100%.
And like if they're beaten, if they get knocked out before they ever get a chance to beat someone, who's elite.
Yeah.
Then why even do it?
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Yeah, I don't know. That's one little thing, but there's millions of little things. Yeah, there's millions of them. Yeah.
I've got one last.
Millions of great things too.
There's plenty of good things.
Yeah.
One last deep question before we get into listener cues, if you're happy with that.
Yeah, for sure.
What's the biggest lesson you've learnt in life?
Mate, last night I went to, it was the Australian Surf Industry Honours Night. I was actually hosting it. And the award went to, posthumously, to Shane Steadman.
Yeah.
And Shane Steadman is on another planet. Like, no opportunity passed him by, mate. He had a crack at absolutely everything. Like, he was like, he built his own surfboards. He was a radio personality. He was a freaking commentator in the early days, like when pro surfing was just starting. He was like not the inventor, but he like got the trademark on the UGG boot.
No
and
way.
distributed that for around the world.
I
And
heard that on the last pod you did. It was crazy.
It just goes on and on and on and on. And
Wow.
the amount of goodwill and froth and just pure stoke that guy approached everything, even shitty times and sucking like worst times ever. He was just like, well, this is just an opportunity to learn. And he was dead serious about it. He wasn't being philosophical because I'm sure he was hurting. He was just going, nah, man, something good is going to come out of this, even if it's just me having to be almost like getting sort of touched up and having to be humble.
Yeah.
If that's what it is,
Yeah.
then that's something. So he just like approached everything with, I would say, an outrageous sense of gratitude for like where he was and what he was doing, because surfing was his entire life. And then B, like just fucking enjoying the ride, if that makes sense, with just kindness and stoke. And man, I've actually pretty much tried to embody that my entire life, man. Like I don't try, like little things don't really make me angry. Like things like sus judging calls don't make me angry. I can get fired up, I can blow up, but I won't be losing sleep over it.
Yeah.
And that goes for just about everything. That goes like into all aspects of my life. Like I like people, and I like people having a crack. And the only thing I don't like really is just fucking sour whingers just chirping away anonymously. That's just, to me, it contributes nothing. And I know they feel shit afterwards, even if they think they'd said something clever.
Yeah.
I'm like, I bet you feel bad. Because if you met that person in real life and you saw how it affected them, you'd feel fucking awful.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just be frothing and grateful. That's about it, mate. I got a little tidbit for you. World exclusive.
Oh, okay.
Last year, I went to the Mick Fanning Golf Day, and they had a tattoo going on a hole. And I was like, what am I going to get? Fuck, I'll get something, because I was maggot. And, of course, when you've got tattoos, instantly it's like, fuck yeah, I'll get another one. So I got a little MF.
No way.
On this side. And just lately I've been sort of working on this, I won't spill the beans completely, but I've been working on this new surf biography that's coming out. And one of the sort of main threads in it is the friendship between Mick and Joel.
No way.
So I got JP on this arm the other
No
day.
way.
Look at that. Parker.
That's epic.
Kira, Snapper, the whole thing, mate. The conflict has begun.
Do we have a timeline on it? Do you know when it's
It'll drop before Chrissy.
exciting?
Yeah.
Very exciting.
It's probably the greatest surf memoir I've ever read.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big prem.
No, it's not a film. It's a book. But yeah, you guys can just guess who that's about.
All right.
I'm sure it'll be up here.
Yeah, 100%. So, Matty Job, don't know the context behind this.
Love him.
How many houses do you own?
Just the one, mate. Prezzo. It's got 2 dwellings on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, just one. Yeah, I live in Byron because that's where my stepdaughter goes to school, and her dad's up here, and so we just all lived up here until she finishes, and then we'll move down. It's nice.
Beautiful.
Byron's a bloody expensive place to live, though, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks, Matty. Always welcome, by the way, bruv. He stayed at my place.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There you go. Ryordan Pringle, who actually I don't even think follow us. Is he the filmer from Hawaii? Is he Mason Hose?
He's Mason Hose filmer.
So
Rory.
this will be, I guess you know him quite well, because will we see hair plugs in the future a la Fisher?
Rory, you dog. I'm going to say no, but maybe when we're about 75 or something, just for something different. Because you know how, obviously I'm not going to keep on shaving my head to the skin. And by that stage, it's going to grow out in patches. So, yeah, maybe 75 or around that time.
Go back to a mullet.
Yeah, I'll head back up there, give Fisher a call.
Uncharted opinions. Does Vaughan go crazy watching the commentating and interviews at comps he's not at? There is a big hole there.
Nah, not one bit.
No?
Because, I'm not there to do that job and take other people's opportunities away from them. Like, I like doing the jobs that I get asked to do, and I'm stoked for that and grateful for it. But I'm not going to watch other comps and go, fuck, this person is that shit compared to me, man. I was ripping and now look at this shit. Nah, like it's like any job. You're like, you were just saying it before, Zachy. Like, you kind of go, fuck, was that even good? Like, I'm going to bed at night going, oh my God, was I just being a moron? Like, does everyone think I suck? Like, because you're not getting online to check comments.
No.
You guess what? It's not the 1,000 comments that say you're great. It's the one that says, fuck, this guy's a clown. He sucks. Like, that's the one you're thinking about.
Yep.
Just stay away from all that. And, nah, man, everyone's just doing their job. Like, I think they've unearthed heaps of good new talent. Like, Jess Starling's sick.
Oh,
I reckon.
killing
She's
it.
so good. And True getting on there was fun as.
Yeah.
Because she does, like, lots of the Asian Q. I've known how good she is for ages. So that was just sick. I was like, man, it's a new gen coming through. Like, you guys will probably end up commentating CTs in the future, I reckon.
Zach's already been in their DMs asking.
I'm trying.
He's trying.
Honestly, I wouldn't put it past you. They're pretty good at, like, taking chances, I reckon. They're really good at it.
I'd be taking a big one with me. I just feel
Just
like
get that bleep button ready for Zach.
I think, I think you'd kill it, man. Like, I've heard you commentate heaps of times. We started together. Come on, man.
I know. I just feel
How
like
old were you when we were commentating the Skull Candy that time?
fuck would have been 19,
Wow.
probably
cool.
19 or something.
That's when
like
you
that.
start.
Yeah. I got one on that too. So do you find it difficult, or not difficult, but maybe that's the word, to go from your style on the podcast, which is sort of like degenerate surf nerdism, I guess, and then to adapt that to the WSL broadcast?
Nah, I don't even feel any different at all.
Really?
The only thing I change is swearing.
Just cut those out.
I just cut the swearing out,
Yeah.
which I didn't even know I was capable of doing until I was on the board.
Are you just white knuckling? Just
I'm just waiting for it to just one day just pop out when I'm like, like Yargo's 10 in New Zealand, for example. I could have just gone, fuck, that is bullshit.
Well, I've noticed they've been leaving him in. Like, they've had the interviews at the end.
Mate, it's open season after GP's run up the coast.
Yeah, 100%.
Open season.
He had a proper go, didn't he?
Dude, and then when Leo won in El Sal, Connor just picked up where GP left off.
Oh, yeah.
He
That
was
was
screaming out the, come on, cunts and all that sort of
100%.
stuff. So.
all for it.
Do your folks listen to this?
My mum and dad do, yes.
I'd
Yeah.
like to apologise for the C bombs throughout
Oh,
this episode.
no, we get
I've
them.
already
Yeah.
tickled everyone's ears over the years.
Oh, good one.
I think, how many episodes are we at now? 83 or something? Plenty of C-bombs.
Oh,
in
good.
those,
Yeah, well, my mum just stopped listening, ain't that swell? So,
I had a
maybe for the
few
best.
athlete parents say like, loving the podcast, and then I instantly just run back in my head and go,
Yeah.
what was that? Oh.
Yeah.
And then you go, oh, thank you so much. I hope you didn't hear the cunt. And,
No.
and you just fucking like, what did I say?
I know. Well, I just stopped caring about other people's, like, it's like you take on that feedback for sure,
Yeah.
but just be you, because
That's where I'm at now.
You
We're
guys
pretty
fucking
open slather.
and you're doing a sick job. Like, you're just killing it, boys. Like, it's so fun to listen to.
I
And
appreciate that.
So much.
I think, I just think that, like I said, like, just being able to speak to your generation is really valuable.
Yeah.
And that will be valuable to crew when they're trying to tap into
100%.
that when it comes.
Yeah. Another one here from Homo Pro Sapiens. How does it feel to have the mustache?
Oh, man, I'm not even close to the mustache. You should see when Rondog grows one.
Oh,
It is the dirtiest slug you've ever seen. It is thick. It is just, it's Magnum PI quality.
really?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Do you know Magnum?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Tom Selleck.
Tom
It's
Selleck.
like, yeah, it's way before your time.
Yeah.
Not probably like,
No, actually, like, there's a couple
only
of
parents of your listeners will know who I'm talking about.
He was. I remember growing up watching. I used to love it. The 3 Men and a Baby movie.
That's
So
him.
he's in
That's
it.
him.
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah.
Well done, Finley.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, no, I would say it's not the Mo, but it's definitely sort of just stuck on there now. I shaved it off once in the middle of the night, got into bed, and my wife was just like, nah, grow that thing back before I wake up.
Who's this little boy next to me?
I got no lips, mate. It's terrifying.
Wayne Lincoln. When are the Goons playing at Leno Pub?
Oh, we're due, eh?
That'd
We're
go
due.
off.
We're due for a North Coast gig. I think
Yep.
we played with the June Rats at the Northern, like, fuck, how long ago? But I mean, Yeah, I know Lennox crew don't go into Byron that often, eh?
Nah.
What are you guys going? What'll drag you into Byron, if not a Goons gig?
Oh, yeah.
Not much.
Gold,
Much, eh?
like a just
Not
a
much.
large deposit of gold discovered somewhere that I'm going to go and take some. I don't know.
No, we used to hit Sunday Safari a little bit, like
Yeah.
Pollard when he was running those.
Yeah,
like
okay.
Little Fritter when it was like, cut snake, that kind of time.
Nah, it's like this is his own country.
This is
Lennox
it.
head, mate.
As soon as you go past the lake.
Lennox Bolo, we're due for sure. Yeah.
100%.
I reckon maybe a collab live show with you two and me and
Done.
Smithy. That'd be fun.
I reckon we could make that
That'd
happen.
go pretty mad.
100%. What else have we got? Frocko TV. One board for the rest of your life. What is it?
It's probably at this stage a Noah 2
Yeah.
LSD.
Yeah.
So I reckon it's the best board I've ever ridden. But like I weigh about 100 kilos, maybe just, and Noah's pretty much the same as me. And I said to Luke, I was like, just give me a Noah board. I want to try one Rio because I've been riding 20s for 10 years.
Yeah.
And mate, it's just the best board ever.
Mhm.
And it'll just hold in.
Yeah.
Late drops, everything. And I'm like beyond sort of like even worrying about high performance shredding that much these days.
Yeah.
I really love listening to you guys do the board reviews and sort of like watching your clips of you guys surfing because you're both fucking elite. Like you surf so good. But for me, like I'm just looking for one little moment on that short board that makes me feel like I'm surfing on that level.
Gotcha.
Not like a whole wave, not like a whole session.
Yeah.
One little moment. And most of the time I get it. Yeah.
Yep.
And then if it's fat, like, I'm surfing Crescent Point or whatever, just any old 20, mate.
Yeah.
Thick, flat, fat, veiny, girthy, chode. Chode land. Put me on the chode.
Speaking of your surfing, who got along well, or surprisingly well, while making Doped Youth, and who didn't? That was by Fred Murray.
Okay. Like, is he talking about who in the cast?
Yeah, like in the
Gelled and
acting
who
side. Yeah, like
Fuck, man, it was one of the greatest experiences of my life making that movie. Everyone got on it really, really good, but obviously Kingswood Black, Davo, he was just on his own program. We just couldn't find him half the time. We'd have things to shoot, and he'd just be gone, and we'd be like, "Where is he?" And he could just be anywhere. One time we driving around, like really important shot, like I can't remember what it was, but everyone had to be in it, and we found him at the pub in his gold pants, no shirt on, drinking schooners, and we're like, "Bro, we got to go and shoot this thing." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna have one more after this." And then I'm going to have one more after that, and then I'll come. And we're like, oh, right, no. You couldn't tell him what to do.
he started it and he directed it.
Yeah,
He did both.
Well, it was pretty crazy. He was awesome. He was just, yeah. I mean, he had his issues, but he was, yeah. Actually, speaking of guests, you should get Ozzy on. He's only just up the road.
Yeah.
He's at not Ross. North Creek, right?
Mate, he's got stories for days, that dude.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
he's pinnacle. He's like, fuck, so, like, I don't know. Like right now, so this is so random and tangent-y, but right now the Hall of Fame, like the Australian Hall of Fame, Surfing Hall of Fame, sort of run by Surfing Australia, and they're in this sort of cycle of like only looking at success in competition, and I think they're starting to. Although they actually did sort of induct Graham Cassidy, who was huge in sort of forming the World Tour and surf events back in the day. But, Rasta, Aussie, there's a few others who need to be sort of considered as hugely influential, not just in Australia, but like globally. They are huge, huge, important figures.
Yeah.
And especially around here, like Rasta, if there's a 10-foot swell and there's one bloke out paddling, you can guess it's him.
Yeah.
Like he's just a madman. Absolute madman.
Totally. And I think Aussie, one of his most important contributions is for every kid who couldn't get it together in a heat but was good enough to have a career as a pro surfer, he showed them that you could do it.
Yeah.
There was free surfers before that, but they weren't necessarily like just on their own program as hard as he was. So I think that gave people a lot of belief that they could just surf and be themselves and rip it. And they're like, look at the crew who came in his wake. It's crazy, man. It's still going.
I think Ozzy was the first person who put me onto YouTube because that's how I found that barrel he got at Macca's.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like the world's longest barrel.
Yeah.
I reckon I rewatched that fucking 300
That's
times.
insane, isn't it?
That
What,
was
20
such a-
seconds.
it was something crazy.
In those first years of the internet, it was like definitely one of the
That's what,
longest
yeah.
barrels
I was like, oh, YouTube. Now I'm on here and now I've been goon scrolling for ever since.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, that's my earliest memory of YouTube was someone goes, oh, you should see this fucking barrel this Aussie got. And I was like, sick. Let's have a look. And I just watched it
That's
over and
awesome,
over.
man.
Yeah, I
Absolute weapon.
Had another question. Can't find who it was from, but I remember it. So it was a 2-part question. It was, do you get annoyed with how many people ask you when Dope Youth 2 is coming out?
I do get asked a lot, man.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like there's been a few of them. Like not the same storyline, but like I've put acting in like almost every movie I've ever made.
Yeah.
Like even if it's just a skerrick, like because I like watching. Like I think it adds to the sort of fantasy of what surfing is when you've got that sort of goofing off going on. But like for example, in Red Monkey Full Moon, we had Mick and Mace playing dice.
Yeah.
And Mace is like, oh, how many like seconds do you reckon you spend in the barrel on this trip? And I was going, fuck, is that not the most sickest question ever?
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, like just all that personality, it just heaps onto a much more enjoyable experience of watching surfing.
Yeah.
And wasted if it's not paired with the good surfing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you have an unmistakable feel to your films that you make as well, and you can tell it's something that you've had your hands all over,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
a good thing, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
cheers,
it's-
mate.
Yeah,
Yeah. Look, it's so obviously influenced by early Jack McCoy and even the Taylor Steele skits, like Loose Change and all that.
Yeah.
But it's also like influenced by Mad Wax and stuff
Yeah,
from my
yeah.
generation where I was just going, because when I first got into surfing and like someone said, oh, let's watch a surf movie, and they put it on, I was like, where's the movie? Like, I love the surfing, but where's the movie? And so, yeah, I don't know. I've made heaps of them now, and they're fucking radical. Like, some of them are so hectic, and other ones are so fresh. The latest one, Sketchy, is like a proper kids movie.
right,
Like when I say kids, like 8 to 15.
sure.
And it's so fun, dude.
Sick.
It's so good.
Epic.
I'm really pumped on it. So,
Where can we watch it?
Well, it's only going to come out on the big screen at the moment because I pirated the entire soundtrack.
Sick.
So, yeah, we're going to, I reckon we'll do a premiere in Lennox for sure.
Unreal.
Mental.
Yeah, which will be mental.
Again, I reckon we can make that happen.
Yeah.
I had a question. Oh, there was another part to that question.
Oh, the second part was when's Dope Youth 2 coming out?
Yeah. I don't know. I actually have been talking. So this is true story. I've been talking to Leno, Huey, Dano, and Miller, and there's another surfer there, maybe Jarvis even, about doing it.
That'd be
And,
unbelievable.
Yeah, I've got a few ideas. We've been sort of throwing it around a little bit between us, and so I think that would be the cast.
That's unbelievable. You got to
yeah.
do that. That's hectic.
Yeah. And there's like pretty good dynamics going on with that crew too. Like there'd be a fair bit of like kind of chemistry
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah.
what do you call that? Just not quite friction, but just a friendly sort of
Yeah,
Rivalry.
for sure.
shit going
That's a
on.
great mix.
Yeah.
That's really going
And
to
the-
pop off.
Just like obviously the characters are there, but like just the surfing would be
Oh,
as good as it gets.
Totally. Yeah. And I think every single one of those individuals just mentioned is such a character, dude.
Yeah.
And that's all Dope Youth was a total exaggeration of how each one of those guys was made out to be in the magazines at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone thought Ozzy was just some like street urchin. Everyone thought Steadman was a pretty boy. Everyone thought like originally James Caddo was going to be Nathan Webster, and everyone was just thought he was just too sort of blow away
Yeah.
makeup, and I don't know. So we kind of made him ahead of its time, transgender love story
Oh,
with a happy ending.
yeah.
Like,
There you go.
Saw it coming. You got the crystal ball.
mate, there you go. Glad we were on the right side of history with that one.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't want to get away with that one now, maybe, but that's all
It
good.
aged well.
It aged
very well. Favorite wave?
Probably. Like, am I allowed to say this on this potty? Like, probably Lennox Point.
You can say
Oh,
that.
sure.
Fucking love it.
It's no
My
secret.
favourite wave. I just like, if you're not getting waves on one part of it, you just paddle to a completely different section,
Mm.
and you could get a way better wave than where you were sitting anyway.
Do you know a Joel Jung? No?
Probably.
He says 2024 Lennox Day of the Year, Saturday in July. Probably got one of the better waves. I'm trying to find out if Joel got a good one or if you got a good one.
I do remember the day I got out late and I got kind of like a pretty nice one in the Arvo, but nothing compared to what everyone else is getting.
Well, it's 2 years later and Joel still remembers, so I'm guessing it was pretty fucking good.
Thanks, brother. You didn't get it on footage, did you, bro? Nah, that was sick. That was when I was kind of living here and I was just like, fuck, how good is this joint?
Oh.
And by then I'd sort of like, because, you know, I had a chip shot into the community here through Jake and Marcus and Jimmy, and then like there was a bunch of crew even who I'd still see around.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's generations of mates from just different walks of life. You know, Sonny Russell, it's an old guy, mate of mine from the junior series and stuff like that.
He's still ripping too.
Ripping. But yeah, so getting out there and just seeing heaps of friendly faces and being able to pick one off when you can.
Yeah.
I'm probably in a rare class there, eh?
It's pretty sick.
It's nice, mate.
Yeah. Well, the camera's just died. Probably a good time to wrap it up.
No
Vaughn,
worries, boys.
thanks so much for coming on. Like,
Yeah, no
like we said
worries.
off the top, full circle for us because like we've kind of grown up listening to you. Now we got you on the show. It's pretty epic.
Yeah, man. And I just want to reiterate what I was saying. You know, watching you guys flare it and just watching the social media grow, especially, it was just awesome because you're fucking weapons at it, and really, really funny.
Yeah.
But also super insightful and stuff. But I don't know, like the overwhelming feeling I get is just one of like, fucking good on you. Keep going. Because the hardest thing about a podcast is keep going.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the hardest.
Yeah.
Like, man, you can flare it so hard and you just reach a point where, you know, at some point, something's going to happen.
Yep.
Someone's going to move. Someone's going to have a kid. Like,
Yep.
It's like being in a band, dude, really.
Yeah.
It's really similar. You love it. You get on a hot roll and then all of a sudden your second album isn't cranking quite as good or whatever and you're just like, fuck, this is tough. But you've done the hard yards. You've got a
100%.
following. You're doing good shit. And you can hear how much you guys love surfing. So thanks heaps.
Look at our burnt melons. You can tell how much we've been surfing this morning.
Yeah, jealous.
Eyes are fucking feel like they're about to fall out of my head right now. They're that cooked.
Nah, sick lads. Good
No,
to be
thank
here.
you so much. Appreciate it.
Brother.